Hello guys, welcome to the third part of my Doctor Who book collection. Now in this part we're going to go through some of the BBC books I have, and this consists of past Doctor and 8th Doctor adventures, and some of the 50th anniversary novel re-releases, one of which isn't a re-release, it's just a novelised version of something. Whether or not I should have included it in the target books I don't know, but I suppose it will fit in with the rest of the books in this video. So I'm going to kick things off by looking at my past and 8th Doctor books first, and afterwards I'll go into the 50th anniversary novels. So first up we have the Final Sanction, which features the second Doctor and Jamie and Zoe, and this story takes place between the Seeds of Death and the Space Pirates. This one's quite a thick book as well. I haven't read this one, so I'm not sure when I'll be reading that. I think this is the thickest one I have. And now we have the 8th Doctor Adventures, with the first one that was released. If you're including the 8 Doctors, I don't know if that was meant to be the first one, but kicking off, properly, we have Vampire Science. I remember starting this, but I don't think I ever got round to finishing it. So I think I'll try and finish it at some point. But yeah, obviously I haven't read it, so I will get around to reading this. And then we have War of the Daleks, written by John Peel, who wrote Power and Evil of the Daleks books. Apparently this one's really criticised, because this features the Doctor, the Daleks, and Davros. And I've heard, really bad things about this one. I think it's mainly because continuity errors. I think because I've heard this book is a bit of a mess. But obviously, once I get down to reading it, I can see if my opinion is the same as what other people's opinions have been on this book. And then we have Legacy of the Daleks as well. Again, written by John Peel. He's a fantastic author, but I think I've heard that these two books aren't very well liked. But hopefully this one's better than War of the Daleks, because I think this one's set after the Dalek invasion of Earth, from what I've heard. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to reading that one. And then we have a really shit one which I've reviewed, and that's Bell Tempest. If you've watched my review of this, you will know that I'm not the biggest fan of this particular book, because it's pretty awful. I got this for 95 pence at a charity shop, and it's really not the best one. It's quite thin, so it didn't take me that long to read. But yeah, it is pretty bad, so I wouldn't really recommend it to. But obviously collect it if you're collecting books like myself. And now we have a much better book, which is the Space Eater. I got this along with Bell Tempest and the Blue Angel, which you'll see next. Yeah, I hope to review this soon, because you guys can request it. You guys can request me to review this book if you like. It's a very, very good book. It's really quite dark, as you can see on the front cover. It's a really dark book, and it's quite science fiction in some places, like really sort of science fiction. Like the scenery is like really futuristic. So yeah, if you want to hear my full thoughts on the book, then please leave a comment down below. And next up we have my penultimate 8th Doctor adventure, which is the Blue Angel. I have reviewed this, and I think this isn't the best book I've ever read, but I think it's fairly decent. I wouldn't say it was my favourite out of the ones I've got, and this one's quite thick. Just see how many pages it's got. got about 275 pages, so it's quite thick. So this one was quite slow and took me a fairly long time to read. So obviously, yeah, watch my review. And next up, well, finally, in the 8th Doctor range, we have Escape Velocity. This is one that I have not read. I also got this from the same charity shop for 95 pence, which is a really good deal. I've heard that this book is quite good, but not the best, so I'm not really that fussed about this one. This one's written by Colin Brake, who's also written a few new series adventures. And now the best part about this video, in my opinion, which is looking at the 50th anniversary novel re-releases, which I have 4, one of which I have not read, and it's this, 10 Little Aliens. This is one which I've still yet to read, but I've heard this one's quite good actually, run by Stephen Cole. I know Stephen Cole's written Singing Zygons and Beast of the Drowned. I'm not too sure what else he's written. Yeah, I'm really quite looking forward to reading this. This one is written by, this one features the first Doctor, Ben and Polly. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to reading it. Now moving on to the ones I have read, with my favourite one out of the whole lot, and that is Last of the Gathering. An absolutely fantastic book this is. Really, really good. It's a really typical John Pertwee story, and it is definitely it's one of my favourite Doctor Who books, and obviously it features my favourite Doctor. This is always good because I really like John Pertwee as the Third Doctor, and this one features Unit, Joe Grant, and there's a surprising enemy returning, and I'm not going to ruin it who it is. So obviously you'll have to buy the story for yourself, because it really is a fantastic book. Now this one I'll definitely recommend you go out and buy. And last but not least, well, actually no, this is my penultimate Doctor Who book of this video. It's Players, with the 6th Doctor. I got this along with Last of the Gathering and More Stones. This one is all about sort of Winston Churchill and his life, and villains are like sort of two, like there's like a count and a countess who are like sort of the main villains in this, and there are some other villains as well. I liked the beginning of this book, but after a while it got a bit dull and a bit boring. It feels a bit like a James Bond type story sometimes, but other than that, it's not my favourite. But if you want to see my full review of it, obviously go and watch the video. It'll be on my channel somewhere. So I've got a whole bloody load of videos. So it's probably quite far down the channel list. And finally, we have Remembrance of the Daleks with Sylvester McCoy. I was a bit miffed to know that they novelised this. Well, they made a novelisation of this and not a re-release of something else. But actually, this book is really, really good. It follows the television story beautifully, and I'm quite a big fan of the television story as well. It's one of my favourite Dalek stories, and yeah, this is a really fantastic book. This is the thinnest out of the 50th anniversary novels that I've got. I think it's the thinnest classic Doctor 50th anniversary book as well. So yeah, this one really didn't take me that long to read, about a week I think it was. I've still yet to review this, so if you want me to review it, then please comment down below. So that was my entire Doctor Who BBC books collection, and I'm not sure what the next part will be. I think it'll probably be the new series books, so I have loads of those, so that'll probably be a really long video. So thank you for watching my video, and please request any books you want me to review. I have reviewed Double Tempest, The Blue Angel, Players, and Last of the Gathering. So if you want me to review any other books, then please comment down below. So take care, and bye for now.